I got 21,000 views and 800 hours of watch time in a completely different niche. And this is how I did it. First off, can you change your niche? Yes, you can. If you know what you're doing, let me show you. All right, if we go to my analytics here, I'll show you. This is my analytics for the last 28 days. I'm up by 19,000 views, all right? Almost 1,000 hours of watch time. Let's go to audience. Only 255 of my 1,900 subs came back for the new videos that I made. I got 19,000 unique viewers. And so right away, I've completely proven that, you know, you can change your niche. And in case you're wondering what the niche of this channel was, I will show you. Let's go back to, this is the Savage Panda channel, my personal channel that I gave up on, but then came back to, and am now rebranding and rebuilding, and I'll be documenting all of this. Look at the videos I had here. These were all reaction videos, music reaction videos from 6 years ago, like, you know, Slipknot, Five Finger Death Punch, Architects, just me literally watching music videos, right? And by the way, this was enough to get me monetized, don't get me wrong, but I burnt out and I did not want to make this kind of content anymore. But as you can see, I made a lot. I did this a lot. I did a lot of these videos. It's still going. It's still 4 years ago. Still going. Still going. I made over like 400 of these videos. It still won't load, right? So I made a lot of these videos. And so yes, this channel's niche was 100% music video reaction niche. All right. And in just a few weeks, I was able to get political and start doing stuff about religion, doing stuff about economics, movies, and, you know, conspiracy theories, you know, just stuff that I was interested in. And I was able to get thousands of views in a completely different niche on the exact same channel. And if you want to learn everything that I know in order to achieve these results, you can click the link at the top of the description, and I'd love to see you there. The next thing I want to say is talk about stealing thumbnails, or rather stealing people's faces, okay? You notice that I'm doing a lot of authority hacking on this channel, all right? I have my own face, but a lot of, look at this video here, 8x. Okay, I have David Pakman and Joe Rogan in the thumbnail, all right? Taking popular faces is a great way to get more clicks, especially if nobody knows my face. So, for example, Communism Will Never Work. Again, using a title that is kind of aggressive, kind of polarizing is also quite helpful. Especially you can see in this row here, we have a little bit less views than usual. I think these topics were just not quite what they needed to be. But even in videos without my face in them, you know, Ben Shapiro, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, David Pakman, Jordan Peterson, Trump, you know, I even did a video covering, you know, Russell Brand's, you know, new charges and allegations. And that got quite a few views as well. And so definitely doing a lot of authority hacking and taking famous people's faces and putting them in the thumbnails, talking about their opinions and inserting my own into the mix. And I want to talk a little bit about this for a bit because you guys know me. I'm a pretty chill, happy guy. And, you know, this channel is suddenly becoming very political, talking about religious controversy and the culture wars and things like that and everything, because that's what I'm interested in. Now, should you make a channel like this? Not necessarily. It depends on your personality. You know, I'm a person who does not get offended by anything you want to talk about. You know, the most controversial subjects on the planet, I'm there. I'll bring some popcorn and some drinks and I'll have a great time. I do not care whatsoever, right? And so this channel is me just spreading my wings and giving myself permission to build a personal brand around talking about things that I personally am actually interested in. And, you know, sometimes I do say some polarizing things, but it's always out of love. And I try to be a very compassionate figure that people can feel comfortable bringing their objections to. And one of the things that I do in these videos that helps me get so many comments, and I mean, I get a lot of comments from this, and we just sort through all of these comments, is I invite people to share their perspectives, all right? I'm not here just forcing myself on people and, getting and, shoving my ideas down other people's throats. I'm admitting that, hey, there's a lot of things that I don't know, and I'm asking people to share their perspective and inviting them into, debate with me and having respectful dialogue. And so, yeah, I get a lot of comments on these. A lot of people, and some people can be a little aggressive, but I don't mind that because of my personality. But I think the bigger thing here is that, you can use authority hacking to get people who are already established and famous in your niche. Instead of just making a video thumbnail with your face in it, what you can do is you can put their face in it and make content and contextualize everything around what they say. And so, for example, if there's two big authority figures in your space and they kind of disagree with each other, you can put both of their faces in the thumbnail and set up a little bit of a versus thing, and then you yourself can use that as a launching pad to talk about your personal experience and which one you actually agree with the most, right? And so this is a great way to get your personal message in to the market space by getting more attention using popular figures. And so definitely having famous people's faces in your thumbnails is definitely one of the keys to me blowing up this channel relatively quickly. And you also need to understand is you might think that, oh, well, I don't want to steal ideas from other YouTubers. I want to be unique. You're not. Your ideas are not new. They've already been done. Okay, I need to share this with you because I see this so many times. It's like, no one's doing what I'm doing. My niche is special. Really? Then why don't you have 1 million views yet? Like, your niche, you're not that special. Okay, I guarantee you there are other channels doing what you already are doing and what you want to do. Okay, that's not what makes you special. Okay, so copy thumbnails, copy titles, copy topics and angles and framings that actually work, and then insert your own personal lifestyle, your life experience, your story, your passion, and your message behind all of that in the content. That is what makes you unique. Okay, you don't want to have unique thumbnails. You don't want to have unique titles. You want to copy what already works. You don't want to make up unique topics. You want to copy the topics that are already working and then come at those topics from your personal unique perspective. And so you don't want to be unique in the titles, topics, and thumbnails. You want to be unique in your personality, your life experience, your personal story, and the flair that you bring to the topic that other YouTubers don't, right? So you should not, absolutely should not try to be unique in terms of the topics that you talk about within your niche, the thumbnails that you make, the titles that you make. You should copy what works. And that is exactly what I did. I took trending topics that other people were already talking about, already having success with, and I started copying their thumbnails, and it worked. 21,000 views in 2 weeks on a dead channel in a completely different niche. That is what I call success, all right? So let's recap what we're doing here. You're not going to be unique in terms of topics or thumbnails or titles in your niche. I guarantee you your niche channel is not that unique. And so don't even bother with that. You should be unique in your personality, your life story, and your personal perspective and experience that you're bringing to the topics that are not unique. Secondly, steal other people's faces, titles, and thumbnails. Copy what's already working. Don't be egotistical. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Copy what's already working and hop on trends and hop on things that are already shown to be trending inside of your niche. And if you want help learning how to do that, you should click the link in the description. I will teach you how to do it there. I look forward to seeing you there. And finally, it's important that you actually make bad videos and plan as you go. Do you think that any of these videos that I made I consider good? No, none of these videos are good. But guess what? I have a whole lot more data to work with now because the algorithm has actually taught me things, right? I can go into my content here and look at one of my bigger videos and be like, oh, okay, a lot of people dislike this video. I wonder why. Is it because of my delivery? Is it because, right? And I can go in to the analytics and see, 83 hours of watch time, that's okay, 1.2 thousand views. But look, it spikes and then it drops off. Interesting. Let's see the retention rate, right? And so, okay, only 16% average view. That's not very good. Okay, now I understand that I can actually get, a relatively okay CTR, right? 10% click-through rate. That's pretty great, to be honest with you. But my watch time was not very good, and my ability to hold people's attention, not very good. So now, because I didn't waste my time trying to make the perfect plan, I actually have real-time data that'll actually help me make a better plan, because I know what I'm doing well and I know what I'm not doing well. So I know that my thumbnail styles are actually kind of good, actually bringing people in to the channel. But now, because I didn't think about it too hard, I got an idea, I replicated it, I did it, and I put it out there to get the algorithm's feedback. Now the algorithm has given me feedback. It said, hey man, you're not really holding people's attention that well. Now I actually have data that will actually allow me to make a good plan, and I can come up with some sort of template that I can test on my next round of videos and see if my watch time, my average view duration goes up. Right? You don't need the perfect plan to post a video. I posted 29 videos in 2 weeks just to get data from which I could make a plan, okay? Spam posting videos is part of the plan. My plan is to attack, all right? I come up with a bunch of different thumbnails that I think are good. I copied other YouTubers' thumbnails, and I spam posted 29 different videos, got a bunch of data. The data told me that my thumbnails are actually kind of good. I was like, great, I'm on the right track with that, but that my audience, my ability to hold people's attention needs work. Great, now I know what to work on. Now I can improve, okay? You're still sitting there watching Think Media videos, trying to write out the perfect plan. I'm already 10 miles down the road with actual data, improving on things. Which one of us do you think is going to have a bigger channel in 6 months? Exactly, me. So don't waste your time making and tweaking all of the best plan. I gotta have a perfect plan. No, you don't. You should have an okay plan. You should take some best practices, some solid advice, implement it on a weekly basis, and put out a video at least once a week. And then learn from the results that the algorithm gives you with that video and use those results to make a better plan. Right? Your plan should be based on real-time data that you get from the algorithm, nothing else. And with all that being said, if you want to learn more about how to do proper audience research, you should click this video right here to see how I'm also growing my uncle's channel to be monetized in about 2 months-ish. Check out this video right here. Cheers.